Hi everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be dipping into dip powders from Sundara Nails, and we're going to be creating some really fun but yet simple nail art. So we're going to start off with the gel method, and we're going to start dipping into a beautiful color called Love is a Trap. I'm just doing a very thin layer of gel base and then dipping directly into this beautiful powder. Check out that coverage. It is beautiful. It is everything, and that color is totally matching my little bottle holder there in the corner. But I love this color so much. It's like the perfect darkness of pink, yet it has like a brightness to it. It's really pretty, and it also has like this like pearl finish to it, so almost like a color shifty in certain lights. It kind of has like an Aurora effect, I guess is the right way to say it. If you look at it closely, it has like hints of like reflective, a little bit of like a purple. It's really, really pretty. Overall, a very unique but yet gorgeous color. So we're going to go ahead and cure for a full 30 seconds, dust off, and then we're going to go in with another coat. Now, anytime I'm using the gel method and I'm doing another layer of gel base over a nail that already has cured dip powder on it, what I will do is after I'm applying that gel base to the nail, I will go ahead and wipe off that brush with a paper towel before I stick it back in the bottle, just to make sure I am not getting any dip powders into that gel base. I treat my gels the same way I do if I was dipping with dip liquids, if that makes sense. So now we dipped it into that cupcake liner there, and you can see on the side I have a little bit of a darker spot right there. That's because I still have some wet dip base. So I'm just going to dip it back into that dip powder there, and then that is going to resolve that problem here, and then this nail is good to go. I love it with the second coat. You can really see that color difference here. It's definitely like a deeper color with that second coat. So I'm just finishing up the second dip here on the other nail. So these two nails that we dipped with Love is a Trap, these are going to be our nails for the nail art. So this is going to be like the canvas color, and it's such a great color. Now, if you have a spring break coming up or going on like a warm tropical vacation, grab this color and pair it with an orange. I feel like that would be like the ultimate tropical like vibe kind of mani. So if you are in the market for some spring break colors, definitely grab this one, because I feel like you could add any pop of neon to it and it's really gonna look beautiful. All right, so now we're on to the next color here. Now the next color here, it's beautiful. It has a lot of different elements to it, from fine beautiful glitters, and it also has foils in it, and the foil mixture could not be any better. So we have this like beautiful fine glitter base mixed of white glitter, and then we have this like beautiful light pink glitter, and then we have these foils that are just like that bright pink purple, and we also have these beautiful light pink foils, which just really add just like a soft touch to this. These foils are so beautiful. I love the combination of this powder, and I like how it has like these really pretty fine pieces of pink glitter too, which you're gonna see more of that pink glitter come through when we dip for a second time. But overall, this is such a beautiful, beautiful glitter, and I really like how the foils are just super finely cut, so you're not getting like a lot of like huge chunks. They're very well spread out, so you're able to pick up a lot of different elements when you are dipping in. All right, so when you're working with foils and the gel method, you dip it into the jar or the cupcake liner, and then what I do before I cure is I make sure everything is laying as flat as possible, and all those foils are kind of laying as flat as can be before curing, because I want to make sure that we are keeping those foils on the nail. What happens if you would just go ahead and cure without patting down, you would lose a lot of those foils. If that happens, it is definitely okay, because you could always hand place foils as well. That's the best part about working with foils, is that you could totally add more at the end as well. All right, so here's what we're working with right now. We are curing for 30 seconds, and we are going to dust off and go in with a second coat here of that gel base. And I will say, the second dip right here is going to be a total game changer, and you're really going to see this powder come to life. Even though it does look really pretty, it looks very simple and delicate with one dip, but I'm telling you right now, the second dip is just everything, because you're picking up more of those beautiful light pink glitters, and then you're picking up more foils, and overall it's just like a really fun, beautiful powder. and I love it so much. It's perfect for Valentine's Day. This color right here would look great as like an all over mani as well, or even just like one nail as an accent nail. But now I'm just gently pressing everything down, and I will say that these foils are very easy to work with. I also did not experience any bleeding with those foils. And you can see here that this is just beautiful. It almost looks like a marble effect too, depending on which way you're looking at it, but super beautiful. And you can really see that pink glitter coming through with that second dip. So I finished off the rest of the dips off camera just to save some time, and we cured, and now we're gonna go ahead and file and buff before we get into any nail art. Filing and buffing, this is my same routine. I am just gently cleaning up the sidewalls and the free edge, making sure that if there's any dip powder underneath the nail that I'm cleaning that up so we have a smooth application process for that press on. And then I'm reshaping ever so slightly. That is all I do. And everything is laying super flat at the top, so I did not need to directly buff on the top. So now these are the nails that we're going to be adding some nail art to. So what I'm going to do before we start that nail art, I'm going to do a layer of gel base on the nails and cure for 30 seconds. This is just going to give us a really nice canvas, and background of that gel base is really just going to help with the nail art as well. So make sure you cure that for 30 seconds. Now we're taking some gel polish. I'm using Moonflower. It's like a white base, but yet it has some pink in there. And we are using a dotting tool, and we are going to be creating nail art today with just a dotting tool. I find that it's way easier to make hearts with a dotting tool versus like making the dots first, then going in with a nail brush. I mean, it's really whatever preference you like, but I struggle with nail art brushes. So I am really kind of like obsessed with my dotting tool, and I really use that as a nail art tool, not only to make dots and flowers, but to make any kind of nail art. So I am flash curing as we go. I will say flash curing is very important because if you mess up, you can easily wipe off that area. And that's another reason why I did a layer of gel base first on here and cured for 30 seconds before we went in with the gels, because what would happen if you went in with the gels before you did the gel base and just did it over the dip powder itself, and if you messed up on a nail and wiped it off, that gel color would actually be in with that dip powder. It would actually stain it. So this is also an extra barrier of protection. So if you do mess up, you can wipe off. So again, curing as we go, and I'm just flash curing for literally like 10 seconds. That's all I'm doing. And I'm using the little dotting tool. So a dot on each side and then a dot going down. And then I'm just connecting the dots to make a little heart here. So right here, this is where I was like, I did not like that heart at all. I am trying to fix it. And then I'm like, you know what? It's not working for me. So what I did is I took a lint-free wipe with a little bit of alcohol on it, and I just simply wiped it off, and we are good to go to continue adding some hearts here. So just a really fun, simple way here to add some nail art and to create hearts is with a dotting tool. And you can do as many hearts as you want. You could even do different color hearts or overlap hearts to even give it some more dimension. But this part was really fun, and I really love this color Flower Moon. It is part of the Moonlight collection, and it is a really fun collection mixed of white bases, but yet it has pops of color, so it's really fun for nail art. So we're just going to add one more little heart here, and just I wanted it to kind of like come up from the cuticle line. And then since we're done with the hearts here, we're just going to add some dots here, just to kind of tie in some more of that open space. But if you don't want to do dots, you could add more hearts. Like I said, I feel like overlapping colors would be super beautiful as well. Again, options are endless when you're doing your nails at home. But after we go ahead and place the dots, I'm going to go ahead and cure for a full 30 seconds then. And then I'm also going to do the other nail with the nail art exactly the same off camera. So then to seal in the mani here, I'm going to go ahead and do a layer of gel top coat, and I finished up the rest of the nails off camera as well. But this top coat, it's awesome, and it is a gentle top coat as well, but yet it has a really awesome shine. All right, and here's our finished mani. I love this mani so much. This right here is melting my whole entire heart. There's just something about it. It's the colors, it's the hearts, it's this beautiful foil. I mean, look at that foil. It has the most perfect like pink tones to it. I love the mixture of like the bright, and then we have like those light pink foils in there as well. And then that beautiful, beautiful background on our hearts is everything. And those hearts were super, super easy to do with a dotting tool. If you ever struggled with making hearts, try it with a dotting tool. It's kind of a game changer. And it doesn't matter how you're making your hearts, as long as it looks like a heart at the end of the day and you are having fun, that is all that matters. All right, so everything that we did use in today's mani can be found in that description box below. And I'll see you all in the next one.